Okay, welcome to episode 6 of the Wrestle Zone. This is actually a reshot episode because, somebody failed to tell us that the audio wasn't working properly in the first try.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Yeah.
So thank you, stupid idiots, for that.
I can hear myself fine, but for some reason, I don't know, the microphone. I guess it's that if you have two microphones at the same time, it's just, I don't know, with the whole audio system and...
Yeah, it clashes for some reason.
Crazy.
So anyways, The Undertaker's going to be on Raw tonight.
Yeah, actually, I found out something about that. That the ratings on Raw, as we know it, have been bad as hell. So SmackDown's...
Just to give you an idea how bad, I saw the ratings for Raw recently, and they mirror that of TNA when it was on Spike TV. That's pretty low.
Well, it's kind of sad and I'm not disrespecting the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, which is going to be on Raw as well tonight.
Yeah, I wonder what he's going to do.
I know, hopefully he's going to kick New Day in the face. That'd be funny. I'd laugh.
Yeah, it would. Three of them queers.
So that's the biggest news, and the thing
we're not politically correct, so no, we're not going to shield ourselves from that. This should be the dead giveaway of that.
I like that shirt. I think anybody who banned the freaking flag should be put on the list.
Yeah. Want me to get you one of these?
That'd be nice.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Like that. So, a couple of things. I have to say that I am a stupid idiot. Because when I went to Boston, Mass, I missed Sasha Banks by like 5 minutes. And Adam's like holding that over my head right now. Like,
well, I can't say much because when I went to Boston, and I wasn't feeling my best that day, but I should have had the sense enough to go to that local CVS and get a little notebook because I could have gotten Layla's autograph. Yeah. That's almost 3 years ago. That still freaking gets
so,
me.
And I don't mean to like cut you off or anything. And Layla, oh my goodness. But anyways,
tell me about it.
So I come to find out now, if you can correct me if I'm wrong, and you must have heard this throughout the years.
You saw that other goofy guy down there too, walking in. That freaking John Laurinaitis.
John Laryngitis.
Oh, I wanted so bad to yell at you, fucking fag, but I was afraid I'd get out of the show before it even kicked out of the show before it even started, and it was cold that day, so I was like, it's not worth it.
I gotta tell you some fucked up shit though. Rusev waved to me, right? He was nice in real life. Like, he wasn't a dick or anything. Like, I'm just like doing the whole, I was booing him, and then he's like waved right to me. Bob Backlund was nice, but the thing is, I didn't get his fucking autograph because he went right inside. Like, he waved to us.
Well,
but he didn't.
Same thing when I went. I wanted to get... Only a couple actually came over to the fence to sign autographs. Del Rio, Layla.
I've heard that...
Kane walked right in.
I've heard that Del Rio is really nice in real life. That's what I heard.
He is.
Yeah. So, I guess there's a couple of things I wanted to say was... the Boston show was, like, badass, and...
Yep. TD Garden's a nice arena.
It's a great arena. My only problem with it, and you might agree, you might disagree.
I've only been there once.
I honestly think it's smaller compared to others. So that's why I'm actually pretty pumped to go to Madison Square Garden in March. Because
it is in a sense because it doesn't really need to be that big. I mean, just like if this state ever builds an arena,
most likely not.
Yeah, most likely not. It's probably going to be. You'll be lucky if it's 10,000 seats, honestly, because the state has money, but it's cheap. Like, it's liberal, so what do you expect? I mean,
yeah. And then
a little off subject, but if you don't know what a liberal is, it's people that have a problem with everything. They have an answer for everything. You know, most of them would have voted for Hillary or Obama. Now you get my drift.
Well, this is kind of off subject, but okay. Now I am not a Trump fan. I'm not a Hillary fan. I'm not any kind of fan, right? But I think knocking Trump right now at this point. We don't know what he's going to do. We don't know what he's capable of. He goes in office on the 20th. Well, ironically, it was my uncle's birthday. So I feel... My Uncle Danny.
What's his last name?
Weston.
Oh.
So I feel bad for you, Uncle Danny, that you have to, deal with that. But
So who's that other guy that comments on a lot of your stuff?
Hank
Wrestling.
Shagnon? No.
The other guy.
Oh, there's a
Your
lot
last
of
name.
them. With my last name?
Yeah.
Mm.
Tim, I think his name is.
Oh, my brother. Yeah, my brother, Tim Weston.
So that's your brother?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was your dad.
No, my
What's your
dad.
dad's name?
Gary.
Weston?
Yeah.
Weston. Oh, okay.
So here's
he
the
doesn't have a Facebook, does he?
No, he doesn't. But here's the thing with my brother. Sadly, he's a New Day fan. We have had...
Dude, those guys, I'll give them this. When they came up, first came up, they were funny.
Mm-hmm.
They were tolerable, but after a while, it's like, week in and week out, it's like, fucking, hey, give it a rest.
Here's how it is. Point blank, they got to turn bad. And the only way I'm going to like that group is if they turn bad.
Well, the thing is that they wasted Kofi because he's got the most talent. And, Big E, okay, first of all, they need to change his name, okay? I'll tell you why. Because this man right here, Dale Earnhardt Sr., this is a collectible car.
Yeah, calling him Big E.
Yeah, he's the real Big E, so they need to change that name. And WWE, I know you didn't get permission from the Earnhardt family to use that Big E because they wouldn't give that permission for that. And as far as Xavier Woods goes, he just all around sucks.
But not only does he suck, but he's freaking annoying as hell.
Yeah, he blows that. What the hell is that? A trumpet? Saxophone? What is that?
I don't know. But I'm not against.
It's annoying.
I honestly,
the fact that he can't play it.
I'm not against people who are that, but he's probably the gayest one out of the group. Like,
I don't doubt that either.
Last week on Raw, when Titus O'Neil came out there and he wanted to join New Day. Now, honestly, that whole bit, I think that was a point where they were trying to get Eli out of the group and try to bring him in. And when they were like, oh, no, you don't fit the group or whatever. And then he was fighting him and this and that. And point blank, and I agree with Adam. And I think that they should, in a sense, like, split up, turn bad.
One of the two.
Here's my thing.
Are we going to see it?
Probably not.
Because the writers are morons.
Well, here's my thing. And I posted this as of 2 days ago.
I think I saw it.
Here's my problem, okay? You're putting dead guys in the Hall of Fame, which is no offense to Rick. Now, this is what I hear. This is a bullshit rumor. Rick Rude is going to make the Hall of Fame, which I'm not mad at, okay? He's deserving of it,
yep.
But he's passed away. Why the hell is Demolition not in the goddamn Hall of Fame yet?
Yeah, that's my point. Exactly.
That is my pissed off. I was pissed off when I seen him pick.
Something else that WWE is trying to do in recent years. It's break records and stuff like that. Like the Demolition's record. Oh, it must be broken, but you had to have a stupid group like New Day break it.
Why the hell couldn't you have someone else break it? Like Sheamus and Cesaro is a great perfect. Now they may not be getting along as much as they should be. But they earn their goddamn matches. They don't cheat.
Yep, unlike New Day.
Even though Sheamus thinks that both the titles are his still, but that's besides the point.
Well, so did Kane and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
That was funny, though.
I don't know. I mean,
I got a kick out of that. I'm the tag team champions.
Like, oh yeah, I remember that. That was great. Yeah, the bit he just refreshed my memory on.
Yeah, and
but
the announcer, I think, was like, how can one man be the tag team champions?
Now, Adam, he's going to probably drop his mouth on this one.
What's that?
I'm honestly more excited about watching SmackDown this week.
Honestly, SmackDown's been the better show overall.
Because...
yeah, Taker and Shawn Michaels are going to be on Raw tonight.
It's there to boost the ratings. That's all it is.
Outside of that, Raw's probably going to be the same shucky show it's been for the past several weeks. And do you know why that is?
Well, what's going to happen is it's going to start the music, then Stephanie's going to come out and get this whole 10-minute bid like she did last week, and then they're going to go on for an hour about talking. Everybody's going to come out and talk about the Rumble, and it's going to be more or less, it's going to be more talking than it has been
I was just gonna say the writers are stupid idiots, but that works too.
Yeah, and the thing is, and I like Jericho, and I like what they're doing with him, but he at some point is going to turn on Kevin Owens, and if it's not going to happen soon,
Yeah, I already heard it's gonna happen pretty soon.
it might happen. Is he fighting at the Rumble? If he's not, if he's in the Rumble match, so
I think Owens and Jericho are in the Rumble, but I'm not sure. I know that there has a triple threat match for the U.S. title tonight. I think it's for the U.S. title. It was Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, and Jericho tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But, we'll see how that goes. I mean, I think I already know the outcome, but that's beside the point.
yeah, and I don't know, and I'm not.
Spoiler.
Yeah, and I'm not, and the thing is, and I want to get this correct, I am not against either brand. I wanted to clear that up, because everybody thinks I hate SmackDown, everybody thinks I hate Raw. I don't hate Raw, I don't hate SmackDown. My only bitch fit is, bitch fit, yeah, I know. I know, I think it's funny too, but my only bitch fit is that lower down on the goddamn talking, because this right here in my hand, this is, anybody can do this on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Why do we have to watch 3 hours of it,
Yeah.
And it's to a point where, and I will say this, in the Raw pay-per-views, they're actually doing a lot of talking in those pay-per-views as well. Like, Roadblock was the same thing, and it's annoying where I have to pay $9.99 for it, where I could watch that shit on Monday Night Raw for free. So when I'm spending...
on YouTube for free.
Yeah. But when I'm have to spend $9.99 a month for that shit, I'm getting mad.
Yeah, and it's all talking.
It is basically a good portion of it. It's talking.
Yeah, that's why they say that Raw needs a 3-hour show. No, it doesn't, because freaking more than half of it's talking.
At this point, it probably just should drop down in 2 hours.
It should, yeah.
At this point.
I almost forgot. I forgot to, because this is a reshoot, I forgot to introduce you. This is my friend and my special guest, Tyler.
Tyler Weston. We did try to do last week, was a few weeks ago, and
About 2.5 weeks ago, something like that.
if I could just have a little bit of bragging rights real quick, that this is off subject, but
That is awesome for the skull.
oh, I know, it's pretty sick. It's a metal band, Five Finger Death Punch. It's a skull,
Yeah.
as you can see. I just want to have a little bit of bragging rights right now, and this is off subject, but my Green Bay Packers have advanced to the divisional round to meet the Dallas Cowboys.
I told you they'd beat Giants.
41-38. You Dallas Cow bitches better be ready. It's a different Packers team, okay? All I gotta say is Ty Montgomery, Randall, Mr. Cobb, 4 touchdowns last night. Who expected that?
That's awesome.
Giants' defense is for real, don't get me wrong, because they messed Nelson up big time.
Defense, though, if they had a good offense, they would have been better. But it's hard when you don't have both.
All I gotta say is that Cowboys fans, we have one in your building before. I have the damn shirt to prove it. So, Mr. Prescott, you are going to go downhill Sunday night. And you know why you're going to go downhill Sunday night? Not only the fact that you're playing my Packers on Sunday night, but it's my goddamn birthday.
Yep.
So you
That'd be a good birthday present, wouldn't it?
discount double check.
Yeah. Be even better if it was a blowout.
Honestly, it's not going to be a blowout.
We'll
Here's
say
the thing,
54-13.
I would love that. But see, I'm going to say 41-38, and here's the reason why I say that. Elliott can run, and Prescott is not going to be stupid, okay? He's going to feed Elliott the ball, so we got to be ready on defense.
So what was the score of yesterday's game?
Yesterday's game was not too far off. Remember I said it was going to be 38-30? It was 38-13.
Cool. That's what I thought, but
I predicted 38 for my team, and I got 38.
that's how you do it.
Prescott, you're on the list.
Yeah, you putz.
Like Goldberg says, Dallas,
You're
next. We got one more spear left in us. Hell, we got one more win left in us.
Yeah, speaking of offense and defense, I want to touch on this a little bit. There's this other moron that the WWE has. Who?
The one from SmackDown there.
Ellsworth, yeah. Okay, Elliot Ellsworth, whatever.
Still a stupid idiot.
He's more than a stupid idiot. Have you ever seen this guy? If you watch wrestling, he looks like he's several fries short of a Happy Meal.
Looks like my friend Chris. And I don't mean to disrespect him, but it's true. But I will say, Chris is a lot smarter than
Private conversation, sorry. You see what I mean? You see what I mean, though, right?
So, WWE SmackDown will return to Madison Square Garden March 12th. I'm going to be there.
Yep, I heard that's a nice arena.
And pardon what Adam said to me here that...
I'm not Aaron.
Adam.
Aaron's in South Carolina.
That's it. I just made the list. So...
That's okay, Aaron will get a laugh when he watches it.
Yeah, Aaron, you get a laugh when you watch this.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, you're a bastard. You get to go to WrestleMania. I'm happy for you. That's cool.
I think he's going to the Raw the night after, too.
Yeah, well, that kid does more wrestling shows than I do. So anyways...
He probably does more wrestling shows than some of the wrestlers do, honestly.
That's funny. So then Adam said that... So Adam said that, I guess, according to what he was telling me, that Brock is going to be a SmackDown guy. Is what you were telling me. You might be getting traded or whatever.
Well, there might be some trades, but that would be the trade that I would do.
See, here's when I agree with you. I think he's going to be a SmackDown because how is it, ironically, that he's going to be on the show that I'm going to and he's announced as a SmackDown guy? And it's a SmackDown show. It's a road to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So
I
don't know. Oh, and all the smack talk about the Cowboys. I know Aaron's a Cowboys fan, but hey, I got to go for my squad any given day. Yeah. I'm not going to go against my team. I never will. I've been a Brett Favre.
Even when you're down and out, I mean, I'll give you an example. I mean,
dude, we're 4-6. We shouldn't have even been in the postseason. Come on now.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you support your teams no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, they can have a losing record. I mean, it happens to the best of them. It is what it is.
But if Cowboys fans are going to sit there and think that we can't win in their building, dude, we have a shirt that proved it right here. We won in your building. We won the goddamn trophy in your building.
Yeah, I remember that.
Elliott is good. Dak is good. But guess what? Here's one thing. Here's a little question for you.
Speaking of which, you want to hear something funny?
What's that?
Remember when they freaking, I think it was that win. I was at a friend's house watching the game. he wanted the other team to win. It was the Steelers, right?
Steelers, yeah.
Okay, so when the freaking Steelers got a touchdown, he jumped back like this and broke his chair. He snapped the back off of it.
Here's the thing.
That was funnier than hell.
Yeah. And here's the thing, though, too. And I'm not saying that Cowboys aren't deadly and they're not scary. That they're definitely their top-rated defense and their top-rated offense.
Yep.
But whenever you win the division and
is there a game tonight?
There is not a game tonight, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, who won the other game yesterday? I didn't see that.
Yesterday it was. I'm trying to think now. It was there was the AFC. Wasn't it the AFC game? Oh yeah. Adam just reminded me. Steelers won big time over Miami. So I think it was like.
Good, and I'll tell you why. Because the Dolphins are little asshats. Okay, when the Patriots played the Dolphins the week before, I said this to a couple people at the store there. I was like, it's going to be like it's going to be like a bye week. And it was. Freaking Patriots smoked their asses like I thought they would. Dolphins, you need to learn how to win.
Yeah.
So in your case, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah. So we'll go back to wrestling here in a minute, but I'm going to do my AFC and I'm going to do my NFC divisional round picks. I put them on Facebook last night, or at least I tried to. Okay, so
well, if you did, I didn't see it.
Okay, so here are my picks. First, this isn't in order. I'm just going to go based on, because it's all going to happen this weekend anyways. So, Texans at the Patriots. I'm going with the Patriots. They're going to murder them. They're going to score 44 points. It's going to be 44-16 final. Because Texans don't have the goddamn offense, for one. And hey, I'm not a Patriots fan, but I'm willing to admit where talent is. And I'm going to tell you right now, Tom Brady at home, at Foxborough, you're not going to put points up against the guy at home. Okay, that's just not going to happen. So if you think...
That guy is phenomenal, I swear. I mean, I've never seen anything
exactly.
Like I've seen quarterbacks, I've seen, legends, and I've seen... This guy has to be the best I've seen. I mean,
41 years old and the guy can still throw touchdowns. Hey, I'm not a New England fan, but you know what? if Texans think they're going to go into Foxborough, they have this little miracle of hosting the damn Super Bowl just because it's in Houston.
Yeah.
You might want to just stop dreaming and start looking at reality because you don't have the offense to beat Tom Brady at home. You can't get to that defense, even though your defense is good. J.J. Watt is an amazing player, probably one of my favorites. Non-Green Bay.
He's just on the wrong team.
He just doesn't have the poise, and he's not on the team where they can win. So,
Yeah.
final for that game, it's going to be Patriots 44-16.
Sounds good to me.
And my other AFC pick, because there's two AFC games this weekend,
Yep.
and there's two NFC, obviously. So for the Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, so I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. And here's why I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh can score points. KC is good,
Yep.
but the only team that could have challenged New England, and he will agree with me, was Oakland. And when Carr went down, Oakland's season just they poised. They just fell apart.
I knew Oakland wasn't going to do anything anyways because the Raiders always choke in the end. Always.
So
Sorry if you're a Raiders fan, but that's the way it is.
I feel bad for your city because Carr is good. He is a good quarterback, and when he went down, it just was.
Honestly, ain't that team moving?
I think they are. So for Pittsburgh and Kansas City, I'm gonna say Pittsburgh is gonna just score points. It's gonna be 36-16. KC is
Right.
Kansas City's good, but I don't see them putting up more than 16 against a good defense against.
16 is kind of pushing it.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of one of those things where I was looking at it. I'm like, you know what? I don't see him scoring 20. I don't see him scoring 30. I see him scoring above average.
Yep.
So 36-16 is the final, and that one is what my prediction. So I go with the Steelers. I go with the Steel Curtain defense. Now for the NFC side. Seahawks are up at Atlanta's house, I believe, or is Atlanta at their house?
I don't know.
I don't know who has a better record, but gonna go.
That game's a toss-up because
Yeah.
the Falcons don't make the playoffs a lot, so
Right.
they actually got something to play for. And the
Exactly.
Seahawks are good, but well,
And I'm just doing it for fun. Like, it's just for fun I'm doing it for. But and I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. And the only reason why I'm gonna go with the Seahawks, Adam, is I think if that Legion of Boom defense steps up with Richard Sherman and all those other guys, I say that the Seahawks they're gonna beat Atlanta, and they're gonna beat Atlanta by defense because as good as Matt Ryan is, and he's a good quarterback, nothing but the best in the playoffs.
Yep.
But I do see Seattle stepping up and advancing to the championship round. And finally, first and foremost, the final game for that weekend, my Green Bay versus Dallas.
Yep.
It's not going to be a runaway. It's not going to be a blowout game. But I do see Green Bay stepping up. I see it being 41-38 because we know Dallas can score points.
Yep.
Ezekiel Elliott was a freaking amazing player.
Yep.
I don't see any difference from them. But those are my picks for this weekend's playoffs. And off that subject, we got that out.
Yep.
Now, I guess what we will do is this is another thing I wanted to say was,
It's still on.
okay, so Royal Rumble predictions.
Yeah, that's what was requested for by Aaron. Well, let's see. Goldberg's going to be in the Royal Rumble, okay. Yeah, Brock is too. Sorry, we're just we gotta do something real quick, folks. Just bear with us. Come on. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. It's just I got a couple things posted for sale on the website, so you kind of have to respond when people comment if you want to actually sell your item.
Make that money.
Yep. So anyway, this is a little Undertaker figure from the Attitude Era, about 1999. Ministry of Darkness. So I think if he actually enters the Royal Rumble, which I've actually been waiting for him to do the past several years, and he hasn't done yet. Yeah, little peckerhead.
He's probably banging his hot wife, man.
Who wouldn't? She's hot.
Oh, Michelle McCool.
Yeah, fucking right.
Hey, Michelle, I got a birthday this Sunday. Hey, baby.
You better hope he doesn't hear that.
Hey, Taker, if you heard that, I definitely apologize, but you have a hot wife. And here's another thing, I want to meet you. After I just said I wanted to, like, nail your wife. But, no, here's the thing besides. Okay, now, let's just throw that, let's just erase that I even just said that.
Yeah, okay, well, just, yeah. Okay, so, Royal Rumble. If he enters, I'd say he wins.
They want to give him one last run at the title, I heard.
Well, he should have it because Taker's helped put over a lot of stars over the years. He's been in the company over 26 years now. During the height of the Monday Night Wars, he could have jumped ship and went to WCW, but he didn't. He stayed.
How weird would it have been if he was in WCW? Would have been really extremely weird, I think.
Yeah, because the freaking WWE probably wouldn't exist right now. Yeah. And we'd be talking about the WCW instead. That's the side irony of it.
I mean, for the exception of, like, I guess for the exception of the fact that, like, tonight, yeah, it's cool that Shawn Michaels is back. Yeah, it's cool that Undertaker's back tonight.
Yep.
But that's gonna save you for 1 week.
Yeah, 1 week.
What's next week gonna bring? What are you gonna bring back next week? You're gonna bring back X-Pac and Road Dogg and Billy Gunn and
yeah.
Bring back China because unfortunately China passed. But
yeah, I wanted to say something about that actually. Now I heard Triple H say something a while back about trying to get in the Hall of Fame, that he was afraid that, like, little kids type in her name, the adult movies that she did would pop up. Well, I got a news flash for you, Triple H. X-Pac was in that video too, at least the first one. Find my phone, will you? Sorry, my phone's ringing, folks. You can't predict these things. My Hank Williams ringtone.
oh, I found it.
Who is it?
Incoming call, Kevin.
Take over.
This is the stupid idiot tradition. Oh! So, yeah, so he was talking about something with X-Pac in the video, and I heard that too.
X-Pac was in that video.
Yeah, I heard X-Pac was in that video as well.
Just a second, folks. I gotta do this call.
Can I still talk? Yeah, maybe. Okay, so yeah, I guess my thing is that. Well, no, I mean, China's not a bad. She's not a bad wrestler, but I think in the sense of somebody peed their pants. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Normal what?
So it's just stupid idiot tradition, guys. Yes.
Yeah. Oh. So that's an error then.
So we're taking a break here while he's talking.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I've been trying to look for different ones to sell on the website there. And I posted a couple last night. I posted some movies on my page. I saw you posted. Yeah, I bumped it to the top a couple of times. Just filming a wrestling show on for YouTube right now. We had to redo it because apparently it clashes when you use two microphones. So one of the audios didn't work last time, so now we had to come back and reshoot the whole thing. Yeah. So instead of doing episode 7, I gotta do episode 6 again.
We are in the middle of episode 6, guys.
Yep. Speaking of which, I got you on the phone. So Goldberg is going to be in the Royal Rumble, as you know. What is your prediction for what he's going to do in the Royal Rumble? Do you think he's going to have he's going to eliminate a lot of people?
Three-quarters of the way through it, he might get worn out, but I'm not sure.
You think he's got a legitimate chance to win, though?
Yeah, he does have a legitimate chance to win, yes.
Yeah, because he wants the title one more time, so I think he's gonna fight for it.
Yeah.
Which should be good.
Yeah, I agree with what Kevin says. Yeah, he definitely has a chance. I mean,
Yep.
probably get worn out, like you said, but who knows?
Yeah, just have to wait and see. The Royal Rumble's on the 29th.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yep.
It's always fun. Rumble's the best. Well,
Yeah,
next to WrestleMania.
He's also going to be around for the next pay-per-view after that, which is the Fastlane, and then
I heard he's going to fight there, too,
he's gonna
so.
fight at WrestleMania too. So it'll be interesting to see what he does over the next couple months. But in the way he kicked Brock Lesnar's ass in 1 minute and 26 seconds, it tells me he's got something.
That was bad. He beat his ass pretty good.
Yeah, I thought that was funny though.
Yeah, it was like Kevin was telling me he was.
My mouth dropped when he pinned him. I was like, what the hell did I just see? I mean, I had to go back and watch it 3 or 4 times.
I was a little shocked. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, people were shocked when Lesnar beat The Undertaker, but he didn't beat him in 2 minutes.
Yeah, it took him a little while. It was a little bit of a test.
Yeah. The Undertaker is never really. It's hard to beat The Undertaker.
Yeah, it
He
is.
doesn't really lose too much.
Not very much.
Not cleanly, anyway.
He's only lost once at WrestleMania.
So where are you at right now? Yeah, which bike? Which bike? Oh. I know what a mongoose is. I had one. Oh, the one I had was the one I got from you. So yeah, how much is that car? How much is the car? No, if that's it, then let it go because it costs like $3 to ship it. In such case, I'd only be making $3. So yeah, not worth it. Yeah, whatever. What store is it at? Well, if it's already right there, then whatever. But anyways, I'll call you back later on. I'm gonna finish this up. All right. Yep. I'll talk to you later. Yep. Bye.
Okay, so
Sorry about that, but looking on the bright side, we got his opinion on Goldberg in the Royal Rumble match.
Yeah, and like he said, he might get tired out, but before that call came in. Oh, nice. Got the Arnold Schwarzenegger look going there. You just need the jacket and I'll be back, Sakana. It's okay because it is related to wrestling because he did make the Hall of Fame, so it's okay. It's fine.
There's a lot of people in the celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame. Speaking of which, I wonder who's going to be inducted this year.
Me! I'm in. I don't know. I was hoping. I was getting a little excited there for a minute.
Well, since he passed away last year, I don't know if he's already in there or not. Muhammad Ali.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because he was at WrestleMania, 2?
First one.
Yeah, first one.
Yeah, he was the special enforcer.
And then Mr. Fuji's already in.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I love that guy. It's me, Mr. Fuji! There's the powers of pain!
Yep.
I do a little bit of Mr. Fuji impression there. God rest his soul. That guy was awesome.
Yeah, he was.
So my thing about China, you mentioned her.
Okay.
Hall of Fame caliber? No, I'm sorry, I don't agree. I mean, she did win here and there, but I don't.
Well, there's a lot of people that don't belong in the Hall of Fame that are already there. So
Right.
She did more than a lot of people.
Right. I mean, I don't disrespect her. I mean, I loved her with DX, but I guess my mind's a little different. And like I said, I'm not disagreeing with Rick Rude being in there if he does make it, but he's not there to acknowledge it. He's not there to. Just like Macho wasn't there to acknowledge it, or
It's the same thing with a few years ago with Yokozuna. They inducted Yokozuna, and he wasn't around to see it.
just like when LOD made it in. I mean, we had Animal, but Hawk wasn't there to acknowledge it, and
Yeah.
there was a lot of guys that made it in over the years where it was like, okay, this is kind of a little too late. That this should have happened years ago, and. I'm hearing that DDP probably might make it in as a second entrance. Is he?
Yeah, he was the first.
So he's the first one in there.
Yeah, then Rick.
That one I agree with.
Well, yeah, considering what he's done in and outside of the ring, because Diamond Dallas Page actually helped save Razor Ramon and Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah.
So even.
And the thing is, WWE's kind of, owns WCW now, so it's like...
Well, they own WCW, they own ECW,
Yeah.
They own the AWA.
So they pretty much can do whatever they want, really. I mean, at this point, it's like...
I still think they might end up buying the rights to TNA's tapes at some point, their tape library, because they were interested in that a few months ago, but they couldn't get a deal.
I would hope for it to go back to a full screen, because I'm sick of watching it on Thursday nights with a little television markers, but...
Well, yeah, because that pop TV that's on is that freaking, what the hell is it, that TV Guide channel, basically. But I can't say anything because I don't even get it. I mean, they were on that other channel before that, Destiny.
I heard
and I don't even get that one.
I heard something about maybe Matt or Jeff are both coming back.
Yeah, I heard that the Hardy Boys is supposed to come back to the WWE. I heard that Kurt Angle is going to be coming back soon.
Which most likely they're probably going to lose the titles.
The plus side to that is that we'll be able to chant, "You suck."
Oh, but remember...
I enjoy that.
Oh, yeah. So which most likely... And now...
What other theme song can you chant along with the music like that?
Yeah, you probably can't. I agree.
You suck. You suck.
So... TNA...
That guy probably has more haters than Roman Reigns.
So TNA did have a pay-per-view on Friday night. I don't know
Did you watch it?
You have to download the application, and I have to pay like the $4.99 a month. There's a way you can get it through the application, but I didn't get it.
Watch it on that website free. Stream it. I didn't know it was on though, so I couldn't watch it.
So,
what were the matches? Do you know?
well, I was gonna tap into my phone here real quick and go to TNA, but I heard that the titles were on the line, and I'm gonna see if Matt and Jeff Now, see, if Matt and Jeff lost, then they're probably going to go back to Raw. Or WWE, I mean.
Speaking of TNA, you know what would have made a good match a few years ago? The Abyss versus The Undertaker.
That would have been cool.
Oh, yeah. Because the Abyss, for those of you that are unfamiliar with it, is basically TNA's version of The Undertaker. More or less.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I watched that guy wrestle. He is a crazy motherfucker.
There's a lot of guys like that, but Abyss scares the fuck out of me.
Speaking of another thing about TNA is TNA, if you're listening, you need to make your movies and DVDs a little more available. I mean, I'd like the Sting's last one that you came out with and the Abyss one and some other ones, but the stores around here just don't carry them. They may have a few stray ones, but they're not the ones that I want. So you guys need to make your merchandise a little more available to people that can't find it as easy.
I'm trying to get in. My phone's like being gay.
Don't be freaking overcharging for it either. I'm looking at you, WWE, charging freaking $30 for a single disc DVD.
That's it. You just made the list.
Oh yeah, speaking of WWE, you guys realize this is 2017, right? And you normally put out DVDs and Blu-rays, but lately you've only been putting out DVDs. What's up with that? I mean,
I will admit I bought Hell in a Cell on regular, but I had to. I was there.
Well, you do realize it probably wasn't even on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I know it.
Because they haven't been you guys haven't been releasing them on Blu-ray. For example, pay-per-view, last few pay-per-view matches, DVDs have only come out on DVD.
I might have to log in through your Wi-Fi, but who knows?
Don't worry about it, man. But that's been happening a lot, not just with wrestling. For example, my favorite TV show that's actually on the air right now is Sleepy Hollow. And they just released season 3 on DVD, but only DVD, no Blu-ray. The first 2 seasons came out on DVD and Blu-ray.
Yeah, I noticed that too, because when I tried to pick up Hell in a Cell, it was only regular.
Yeah.
It wasn't Blu-ray. I was like, what the hell? I want that on Blu-ray, but...
Well, some companies do it because they figure, or at least they claim that certain DVDs or the Blu-rays don't sell as well for some reason. So that's what they claim with Sleepy Hollow is poor sales over the Blu-ray, so they're not going to release it on. But, well, you know what? Don't charge so much for the Blu-rays then.
That's just what it is. The manufacturing companies and stuff.
Well, Blu-rays are made better. They don't scratch. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they're not idiot-proof. Nothing in this world's idiot-proof. I mean, we know we won't mention any names, but we know some idiots that are able to scratch freaking Blu-rays just because they're dumb.
I tried giving that person a chance, but disrespected me when I got his show ratings. I did. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying I got his show freaking ratings. People wanted to watch it because I was on his show and I was helping him out in a sense.
Yep.
Because his shows are boring. Nobody wants to watch him because he doesn't talk about anything but Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, dude. Hulk Hogan's like 90s shit.
I have nothing against Hogan.
Yeah, Hogan.
Hogan
was good, but he wasn't.
Show about him.
Yeah, Hogan was good, but he wasn't the best. It's just like I like some of the new wrestlers. I say some because a lot of these guys, I'm not really sold on. Like I like Dean Ambrose. He's a crazy ass motherfucker. He's my kind of guy. I like Roman Reigns. I know what you're thinking. I mean, you boo him, but y'all realize he has over 16 million likes on Facebook? Okay? So where are these boos coming from? So obviously he's got some fans.
Yeah,
But I don't understand why people boo him. I mean, you guys don't boo like freaking Lesnar when he comes in and doesn't do much. Or John Cena for the same thing. So why boo Reigns? And you say he's not good on the mic. Well, you know what? Y'all gotta understand is that the writers write the promos. Okay, there's only a handful of wrestlers that have freedom on the mic, and Reigns is not one of them.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
So, if you're gonna blame somebody for his promos, you blame the writers because they're the ones that are writing what he says and how he says it.
And if I could jump in for like a minute.
Yep, of course.
And the thing is, too, and a lot of people are kind of mad with Jericho right now. Here's the thing. Jericho was told by, kind of like what Adam had said, he was told by the writers that if he didn't go with the whole, stupid idiot and the list thing, that he wouldn't have a job with WWE, because that's all they had for him right now. They said at this point, they're not going to really give him much because they don't know, with him going on tour with Fozzy and all that they don't know what is going to be available.
I heard he's going to be going on tour fairly soon anyway.
Right, so at this point, to push him as to go for a title championship, for a title run, would be kind of crazy at this point. If he's going to be on tour for, several months at a time, it'd be kind of crazy to push him for a champ.
Yeah.
And that's, again, like Adam said, you can't be mad at Jericho for that. You have to be mad at the fact that they're writing the shit for him to say. I think the list thing is funny as hell.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious.
I think it's funny.
And I think the whole, him...
I think it's really funny that some of the people he's had the guts to put on the list.
Like last week with friggin' Owens, when he's like, guess what? Royal Rumble number 3 is Chris Jericho, baby! And then Owens is like looking at him like, you moron. And that's the thing where... Jericho is like a puppet. He's told what to say and what sells. And at this point, they're like, hey, look, dude, if you don't want to do the listing, well, see you later.
Yep.
Impact will give you a job. If you don't want to be here, hey, go on a TV show that's not going to hardly have any ratings.
The Royal Rumble, I noticed that they wasted 3 spots.
Mm.
They put the New Day in. And now as we're on the subject, okay, if I'm booking the Royal Rumble, I'm not putting, shitty talent in it, okay? I want to see fighters. I want to see ass kicking. So, I'm only going to say this once. I doubt the WWE listen because you guys are brain dead idiots at this point.
Yeah.
Don't put Ellsworth in the Rumble. I'll say that again. Do not put James Ellsworth in the Royal Rumble. It's a waste of an entrant. You know he's not going to win. You know he's not going to do anything. He's just going to make somebody else look stupid when, he himself obviously doesn't need help with that.
And then talk about someone who is more, well-deserving and even, and it's not a male wrestler, but Nia Jax can fight, and she's not even...
Well, they could put... I'd be okay with that, because, Karma a few years ago entered the Royal Rumble, and she eliminated Michael Cole.
Which a.k.a. Awesome Kong, TNA.
Yeah.
And, the thing is, too, and people just need to not be so mad. Oh, well, Jericho's doing this listing. It's annoying. Da, 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 da. I don't think Jericho wants to go to a...
Well, I find the New Day annoying, but...
Now, here's what I gotta say, dude. I think New Day...
Speaking of which, have you had people counter you with when you say something about them? Do you have some idiot say, don't you dare be sour?
I get people that get mad at me when I run down the New Day. Like, they'll bring up the tag team title stats, like, oh, they held the titles for this long, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they held titles for a long time. But
so what?
The only, like Adam said it earlier, the only guy in that damn group that has talent is freaking Kofi. He's the only guy in the group that actually is entertaining to watch because he's athletic. And this is the same guy.
Shouldn't have been wasted in a group like that.
And this is the same guy from the Rumble a few years ago. Remember when he got knocked out and he climbed on his hands? But it was still fair because he didn't. His feet didn't.
Both your feet have
that was insane when he did that.
Both your feet have to touch the floor in order for that to work.
Yeah.
Okay? So it means if you go through the middle rope, you're fine. If you do something acrobatic like Kofi's done a couple of times in the Rumble, then you're fine. But not everybody can do that. Not everybody's like a damn monkey.
Yeah, when he did that, that was insane. I'm like, wow, he didn't even touch the... He got thrown out, but he didn't his feet didn't go hit the ground, so it was fair.
Yeah, if you can be as agile like that, as if you're like say a monkey in the Amazon climbing a tree.
Split.
That athletic, I mean...
Here's what you do. You cut New Day. Put them on frickin' TNA where nobody's going to hardly watch. Put them on a show where no one even gives a goddamn... You know? Now, I'm not disrespecting Impact, because, I mean, I do watch it, but...
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, on a show like that, they could actually showcase... They would actually have to showcase their talent, and they wouldn't have to freaking do stupid shit all the time. I mean, that's where WWE thinks they need, comedy relief. I was like, you know what? I mean, you can have wrestlers be funny, but you don't have to have them do a bunch of stupid shit.
Okay, so...
That's why Santino got old.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's an idiot.
Actually, and after you just said that, you just put a little thought in my brain here. Okay, so... Alright.
Cobra!
Here's my thing. Now, WWE Network... You will agree with me on this. WWE Network has Raw Talk. Okay, perfect. So, if you have Raw Talk after the show, why the hell do you put Raw Talking on the actual Monday Night Raw? Why don't you save it for Raw Talk? If you have a little bit of beef and you want to sit there and talk, use that hour to talk. Why don't we just, make it quick, like they used to do. Come out, make your announcement, and say, so-and-so, this will be a fight.
Yep.
And then, kick off the show with a fight. You don't need to talk for 50 minutes at a time to get your point across. Stephanie, I'm sorry, took up way too much time last week when she wasted the time to talk.
It's been no different. I mean, it was just as bad when Laurinaitis was in charge. Freaking Triple H has done the same thing.
Honestly, dude, I honestly wanted Shane to be on Raw because Shane's a veteran at. He's good at what he does. And when he went to SmackDown, I'm like, SmackDown might have the upper hand here. And guess what?
Yeah, it does.
And I will say this, and you're going to laugh at this one. I love Mick Foley, but I'm going to tell you right now, with that haircut, dude, he looks like a goddamn pervert. That hairdo makes him look like a damn pervert. And then just the whole image. And don't get me wrong, I love Mick Foley. He's an awesome guy, but he just has that perverted look. Like that is the kind of guy that I just want to walk the other way and go, get away from him.
Yeah. That's why it's not always good you change your look. It's not always for the better. I mean, there was one time when Sheamus had that 1890s beard. Yeah, doesn't work unless you're going to dress for the occasion.
I don't get it. It's crazy.
But it's funny though. Sometimes. But what the hell? Where is all this coming from? Oh, don't like what I said, eh? Hold on just a second, folks. I'm just got to check on something here. And get about 8 notifications. You have to check them. But anyways, back to the Royal Rumble. It'd be interesting to see. It'd be interesting to see who the hold on. Who else enters the Royal Rumble as long as it's not James Ellsworth.
I could make a better goddamn Royal Rumble entrance than that guy.
Right.
I'll tell you right now, if I was in the Rumble, and as soon as I hear frickin' Strowman's music, I'm running away from that guy. That guy scares the hell out of me.
I think Strowman's going to be in the Royal Rumble, so are the Wyatt family and all that.
Yeah. Oh, it was the phone. So, well, it was the girlfriend, I guess. The little one's not feeling too good. Got bit by a cat last week, so he had to get some more shots.
Bit by a what?
Bit by a cat. It was a stray cat. They didn't know. Yeah, where it's been, and
Yeah, that's true.
little bugger got sick from it, so glad he's doing a little better. So my thing is too, and it's just it's at a point where Raw needs to stop talking, and they just need to frickin' fight and wrestle like the good old days. And
I think another thing that would help too is if they made a couple of trades.
you know, I agree, and I'm mad, and I'm pissed at how they broke up the Wyatts because the Wyatts really.
Speaking of which, trade the Miz somewhere else.
I don't want his ass on Raw. I don't want to see him on Raw.
I don't want him on SmackDown either.
All right, fine. TNA will give him a job.
I don't want him on TNA either. Send him something else I don't watch. Japan Pro Wrestling.
Sesame Street. I don't know.
That'll work.
So, I mean, I'm not against Raw.
This is goofy like it.
Yeah. I'm not against Raw, although I just want to see more fighting.
Yeah, used to be
And-
wrestling, doing the attitude.
And it's at a point where when I'm buying the pay-per-views and all I'm hearing is talking when I should be seeing fighting,
Yep.
I'm getting mad because I have to pay for this.
Yeah, granted, it's only $9.99 a month.
But still, I have to take it off my I have to take money out of my pocket where I could have bought food out of
Yep.
to go support my account. When all I'm hearing is Raw talk, basically, and
Yep.
SmackDown, that last pay-per-view, dude, that SmackDown did,
Yep.
well, that was a good pay-per-view, minus dumb Ellsworth freaking cheating there, and,
Well,
well, it wasn't really
Ellsworth
cheating.
can bring down anything. We've already established that.
That was a great match, and he ruined it between AJ and Ambrose. So it was a great match up until the end.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was. The whole freaking.
And you know what I'm talking about with
the whole thing was great until he finished.
when the idiot went in there and frickin',
Yeah.
threw him off the ladder. That pissed me off.
Because he's an idiot.
I like Ambrose.
Ambrose I like. Ellsworth I don't.
There's not many stars on SmackDown I don't like.
Yeah, the Miz is like the only one I don't like.
I don't like him.
Nobody likes him.
And then Dolph turned bad, I heard.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit to WrestleMania. I'm gonna give you the early WrestleMania predictions for the top 4 matches. So obviously one of them is going to be, it's already set in stone, is Big Show versus Shaquille O'Neal. Yes, Shaq. I don't know what the purpose is. That one's a toss-up, so that could go either way. I don't think it's gonna. It's not gonna do anything for either one, win or lose. So.
What are your thoughts on Bo Dallas?
He's a goofball.
Yeah, well, it's because you mentioned Big Show, and I wanted to mention the house show. Now, he was a little whine ass in Boston when I went. So he gets on the microphone and he goes, I demand someone to come out here. I want real talent. Well, whose music hits, right? Big Show comes out. And Big Show chokeslammed his ass. It wasn't even a minute fight. And
Well,
he beat
you
him
see,
up.
that's the thing about open challenges. That is where, unless you know you can back it up, don't open your mouth. Because I seem to remember what Jack Swagger did on April 19th, 2010. He said that, anyone in the locker room thinks they can go toe-to-toe with me, come on out. So at first it didn't look like there was anybody that was going to come out. Then just as he's climbing out of the ring, he's like, yeah, that's what I thought. All of a sudden the lights go out. Gong! Yeah, The Undertaker. Wiped a smirk off your face, didn't it, wise guy? Remember that?
Yes. Remember that shit. And this is kind of a little far back, but, actually, I think it was just last week, but, now I want to throw this out there, and I do like Gallows, and I do like, Carlos Anderson. Now, those guys keep me wanting to watch Raw, okay? Those guys could actually, if play their cards right, they could take the titles away from Sheamus and Cesaro if they don't play smart.
Yep.
True. But my only other bitch fit, here I go, say bitch fit again, is, well, the whole thing was with the Gallows. I think it was Gallows or it was Anderson. They went and ripped up the teddy bear that Bailey gave to Goldust of his father, the late great Dusty Rhodes. Now, I'm sorry, if you're going to disrespect a legend like that, dude, you don't even deserve to be in a frickin' wrestling ring. Dusty Rhodes is a legend. I know many people don't like him, but he is a main reason why NXT is kind of a thing and TNA is kind of a thing.
Yep.
He kind of helped pay the way for that, for young guys to come up now. Like, everybody, here's a perfect example, Adam. Everybody's hopping and jumping on fucking Enzo and Cass's bandwagon. But didn't like him in NXT. They ran him down. Oh, they'll never make it to the big leagues.
Yeah.
Now,
That's usually the way it goes, though.
I think Cass, honestly, is probably a good couple of notches off from being, on his own. He's not quite ready yet because he's kind of gotten beat up. Rusev, as much as I hate the guy, Rusev kind of has his number.
Yeah.
Now, even at the house show when I went, he did pin Rusev.
Yeah.
But it's still, overall, I hate to say it, and I don't like Rusev, but he has Cass's number. He does, because Cass just can't do it on his own. He's a good fighter, don't get me wrong, but on his own, just,
He's nothing.
I don't know,
Yeah.
your thoughts, but...
Well, I haven't been really paying too much attention to that, and I mean, just same kind of the same thing happening week in or week out. That's why I didn't really pay much attention to that.
Yeah,
that feud.
The thing is, they just gotta end that feud pretty quick.
Yeah, and the feud's getting boring. But anyway, back to the WrestleMania predictions.
Oh, yeah.
John Cena at this point can go either way. I've heard The Undertaker. I've heard a lot of other people, but
AJ and Undertaker is a possibility.
Yeah, triple threat match for the title, that would be good. Right now they're throwing in around Braun Strowman versus The Undertaker. Well, you guys were going to try that last year, and people, there was such an uproar, you guys backed out of it, so I don't think it'd be any better this year. As far as the main event goes, who knows? I know that Triple H is supposed to fight Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 33.
Oh, yeah.
Brock Lesnar is supposed to fight Goldberg again. So we'll see if we get an actual match this time.
The past two haven't really worked out as much as
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, well, the past two didn't work out the way anybody thought, really.
Well, another thing is, too, like, I don't know, Seth Rollins is good in a sense, and then my only problem with that
Yep.
is, well, Adam said it when we tried to do the episode the first time, so hopefully this damn audio works better, I hope. Knock on wood. So, Seth Rollins, I think, is awesome. He's great. Now, and I'm not sure if you noticed this, Adam, but it was, I think it was last week or the week before. Now, I think they did this on purpose, but it was Seth Rollins and it was Amber. No, sorry, I'm thinking SmackDown. I'm already ready for March 12th, I guess. So it was Seth Rollins and it was Reigns. Now, if you notice, the camera kind of zoomed away from Rollins. Now, not only is he stealing the pedigree, but he went and did the suck it sign. Now, I'm not sure if you noticed it, but I noticed it.
Yeah, I did.
And the camera kind of zoomed off, and that's why I think, in a sense of, this is a little thing in the back of my mind, and this is something I wanted to bring up on the show. Do you think, and then this is my own question, do you think they're going to try to groom Reigns and Rollins to be like the new D-Generation X? Like, do you think that's what they're going for? Because I think they are.
It's certainly possible. The problem with that is you can't really do that, though. I mean, they were trying to
Well, I mean, to be fair, if he's...
They were trying to book Bray Wyatt as the new face of Fear, but clearly that didn't work.
Well, to be fair, too, I mean, if he's already stealing, Triple H's moves, who's to say that, him and I know it sounds stupid, but it just is a thought in the back of my mind of what if they're trying to, like, do a new D-Generation X thing to try to get ratings to go up? That's what I was thinking in the back of my mind. When I saw the camera go away from him, when he did the suck it sign, I'm like, are we looking at another D-Generation X thing here, And the thing is, they're funny, like Shawn and Triple H. Like, they know how to talk on the microphones. Rollins is hilarious. Calling Jericho Sparkle Crotch.
That was funny.
I still can't get over that.
Yeah, me neither.
Rollins, you're a funny bastard.
Yeah.
That guy is so nice in real life, though, dude, because he actually, after his match...
Speaking of which, though, with Seth Rollins, I don't know why they took that, moved the curb stomp away from him.
Oh, I remember he had the curb stomp, yeah. I remember
I
that.
didn't see nothing wrong with it.
No, but he's trying to be too much like Triple H, or they're trying to give him...
Yeah, I think they're trying to groom him to be another Triple H. That's what they're doing. That's what I'm saying, is you can't do that.
No,
It worked for a little bit, but you can't build a whole career out of it.
No, it doesn't work. Just like, if you go past and if you go in the past of like throughout, the years and generations of wrestling, and they're doing the same thing with Charlotte, and I hate to say it.
Yeah.
They're trying to groom her to be the next Ric Flair. I'm sorry to tell you there, Princess, sweetie, but you're not gonna, you are not gonna be Ric Flair. Yeah, guess what? You may have a great record at pay-per-views. I'll give you that. You have a great record at pay-per-views, but guess what? Your old man was in a time, in an era where he didn't have to do... Well, he cheated, yeah. But he was in an era where he went through an era where he actually physically got his ass kicked. And Ric Flair is probably the best in the game. He is your... Well, except for The Undertaker. But I'm saying, like, in the sense of, if we're going to go point at the Flair family... There's no comparison.
Oh, yeah, in the actual family of the Flairs, yeah, there's no better than
No comparison. You are not Ric Flair, okay, Charlotte? Woo! You are not Ric Flair.
Yeah, nice.
He is the best out of those two. Yeah, nice little, ripping off of his theme song, trying to amp it up fast and trying to act like your old man.
Like
yeah, wearing your frickin' tights like him. You're not even close to him. Why do you gotta act like your father? Seriously.
Yeah. Sasha's better, by the way.
God. Hey, Sasha. What's up?
Right? Yeah, so we're going to wrap this up pretty soon.
Yeah.
Well, actually, might as well wrap it up now.
Yeah.
I've said everything I can think of. But as I said, this is episode 6, so hopefully this one came out right. Yeah. So, I've heard that Big Show's might retire after WrestleMania, so we'll see what happens with that. It's kind of weird to go out against Shaq if that's the case, but whatever. I mean, Big Show's fought everybody that there is to fight. He's fought like all the big guys. I mean, he's won championships. He's turned heel and face probably like 15 times. So there's really not really much for him to do anymore.
No, that's just it too. Like there isn't much left for the guy.
Yeah. No. So, but if he wants to go out against Shaq, well, why not? I mean, Shaq's a 7-foot guy too, so it's whatever, I guess. But see what happens tonight on Raw with The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, see what they have to say. Or hear what they have to say, I should say.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I wonder what's going to happen.
Yeah, same here.
Wonder if Shawn's going to come out of retirement. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I've heard him.
I've heard left in you, Shawn.
I've heard
you have one more sweet chin music left in you.
Yeah, speaking of which, I heard he might. I heard that supposedly, this is just a rumor, but he might be on the Royal Rumble.
Before we do go real quick, I do want to say something about Shawn. I do like Shawn Michaels, and there's a lot of people that don't like Shawn Michaels, but here's the thing, like Adam said. This screw job in Canada, can't blame Shawn for that, okay? That was all Vince's call, okay? Yep. And the whole thing with, Undertaker, that was Vince. So a lot of people that, hate Shawn Michaels. Now, if you remember correctly, Shawn got death threats for that, dude.
Yeah,
when he, went and beat him.
Montreal screw job.
And Shawn said, I have nothing against Bret. It's what was written in the script. So, lay off on the Heartbreak Kid, okay, guys? It's not his fault.
Yep. But, I guess that's it. Now for Wrestle Zone episode 6, I want to thank you for being my guest.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the audio, man. That was sucked last
episode. Well, hopefully it came out good this time. So next time we can actually film episode 7. But we'll have a nice day, y'all, and we'll see you next time.
Y'all.
Yeah, it's cold here.
Yeah.
like 10 degrees.
Yeah.